Embedding video from YouTube is a little bit more tricky than just placing an image, but it's still pretty easy. First thing I want to do is go to a new line. If it's within content or after content, that's fine. I just will choose to go to the end of the content, hit return, and this will create a new paragraph here. We want to use a div instead of a paragraph because that's what the formatting would like to use. So I'm just going to choose div from my editor above, and you'll see in the path here that I have div, and it says div up here. And the first thing I want to do is go over here to my insert edit attributes icon, and I want to add two classes to my div, and this will make it so that my video will always be responsive in mobile sites and other devices that could allow the video to break them. So what I'll do is click on class, and I'll go all the way to the bottom. There's tons of them, but you'll see one that says value. I'll just click on that. It's the very last item in the list. And then whenever I click that, it'll turn into a text editor where I can add my classes. You want to add two classes separated by space. The first one is embed-responsive. And the second one is embed-responsive. And then we have two options, 16 by 9, which is considered the widescreen format, or we could type 4 by 3, which is the standard format. 16 by 9 is more common, so we'll use that. Let's click insert there, and you'll see it opens up a lot of white space, and this is just making room for the video. It does push out to the entire width of the area. So on yours, it probably won't actually take up this much space, but in the editor, it does. So the first thing I'll do now is in my div, I'll select my media icon, and I don't even worry about this type and dimensions. I'll just choose source, and I'll paste in my embed code that I got from YouTube. And then I'll choose insert. And you'll see that the video comes in. We don't really care what the height and width is because our classes are going to alter that anyway. This is just a holder so that you know the video is there. Alternately, you can select this, go back in, and edit the information. You also notice that there is the browse URL here, and there's a preview. The browse URL won't be really used here because you don't want to upload videos or information to the server because rich media needs to be output in many different ways and have some greater logic. This is why we use YouTube. Also, the preview here will give you an idea of which video you've chosen, and you can confirm that it's the right one. If the URL isn't correct, you can easily just change it in here and choose insert again. Alternatively, you can just click delete on here to delete it, and delete again to delete the div that you created. And that's how you undo the embedded media that you put in.